Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I have for you is episode 10 and potentially the final episode of season 1 of my Football Manager 23 beta save with Tottenham Hotspur. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 400 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Let's waste no further time though and get straight on with today's episode. Since you were last with me, then the results have not been pretty. We had a 2-2 draw away at Aston Villa. Then we had a 2-1 win away at Southampton where João Pedro scored a 92nd minute winner in that one. Then we had a 4-0 defeat away at Leeds United, getting 2 players sent off in that game. João Pedro was suspended, actually got a 3-match ban for that tackle. I didn't even think it was a foul, to be honest with you, but it was an absolutely shocking display in that one. And we actually played our first team in that game as well. The first leg of our Champions League semi-final though ended in a 3-1 defeat against Liverpool. It was pretty even, I would say, for the majority of the game, but that 92nd minute goal from Luis Diaz has potentially killed the tie. Today though, we could potentially have the final episode of today's series, to be honest with you. If we have to beat Man City and Liverpool have to lose, we also then have to beat West Ham and Liverpool have to lose their game. Then we have to beat Liverpool on the final day. We have to win our last 3 matches. Liverpool have to lose their last 3 Premier League matches for us to win the title, so I think that is pretty unlikely. We will have this game though against Man City, and then we'll also be playing this game against Liverpool, so we could potentially be out of the Premier League and also be out of the Champions League in today's episode. Let's get into the first game though against Manchester City, where we've actually got a lot of suspensions. Here's how we line up then for today's game at home to Manchester City. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm arresting a lot of the first team players so we can potentially go to Anfield and get into the Champions League final. The Premier League is going to be pretty much impossible to win, so I've gone with pretty much a second string side in this game against Man City. It probably will end pretty ugly, to be honest with you, but we line up in a 4-3-3 formation. We've got a Gurkhan in goal, a back four of Spence, Alvarez, Langley and Perisic, a midfield three of Højbjerg, Bentancur and Devine. Alfie Devine as a central midfielder is actually developing very nicely, but I want to play him as an attacking midfielder in this game. I'll actually play him as the Mazzala in this one. Kulusevski and Son are the only 2 players from the first team who will be playing in today's game, outfielders. They start on the wings with Richarlison up front. Lots of firepower on the bench as well as some youngsters as well due to the amount of suspensions that we have got for this game. 3 players suspended being Ibanez, Romero and João Pedro all suspended for this game. Erling Haaland does unfortunately start for this game. We've all seen the amount of damage that he has done to us so far this season. I'm still surprised that Man City are not really challenging for the Premier League. I can only presume he got some sort of 2-3 month injury right at the start of the season. We are underway though for today's game. As it does stand, Liverpool have won the league, and that is a fantastic save from a Gurkhan very early on in today's game. Only 2 minutes on the clock. Great strike there from Gundogan, but a great save from our number 13. Mahrez will take the resulting corner though. Ball comes into the box deep, looking for a Akanji at the back post. Alvarez heads away, and that is the end of that highlight there. If we get the league table up here, we can't get the league table up because another highlight. Perisic now finds Richarlison. He turns away from his man. Can he get a ball into the box? He finds Heung-min Son, and we've taken the lead in today's game. 6 minutes on the clock, completely out of the blue there. It's Heung-min Son on the score sheet once again. A man who I don't think's had his greatest season, but he's actually already scored over 20 goals for us. 6 minutes on the clock. Great play from Richarlison there. Beats his man, puts a good ball into the box. Son on his weaker left foot finishes into the back of the net. Ederson stands no chance, and it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester City 0 very early on in today's game. Liverpool aren't actually playing at this moment in time, so potentially we don't know if this game is actually going to mean all too much come full time. Akanji picks the ball up here. He goes out wide to Kyle Walker, who's got loads of space. I don't really know where Heung-min Son is at this moment in time. Walker driving forward with the ball here. Great play from Kyle Walker. Ball comes into the box. Haaland's unmarked. On this occasion, he fails to convert. He was offside anyway. Alvarez picks the ball up here, looking for a forward pass. He finds Bentancur. He finds Jed Spence. He cuts inside here and finds Højbjerg, looking for that ball down the line. Kulusevski finds Jed Spence once again. Bit of space for him here. Ball comes into the box, it's deep, looking for Alfie Devine, heads down for Heung-min Son, who has his 23rd goal of the season. Another assist for, you guessed it, Alfie Devine, and it's Heung-min Son, 23 minutes on the clock, doubling our lead. Maybe in future against Man City, we've just got to play the second string players, because apart from Kulusevski and Son, none of these players are planned to start in that game against Liverpool. But it's Son with a brace 23 minutes on the clock. We've doubled our lead against Manchester City. This is exactly the sort of result and performance we are looking for. Let's not concede straight away, though, from our kickoff here. As Ruben Diaz has a bit of space, finds Bernardo Silva. He plays the 1-2. Kyle Walker also plays the 1-2 here. Diaz goes square into Akanji, coming forward with the ball here, looking for that ball over the top to Otavio. One of Man City's new signings. He cuts inside, gives it back to Nathan Ake. Down the line again, looking for Otavio. Bit of space, ball across. Haaland's never missing from there. That is pathetic. It's a 53rd goal of the season from Erling Haaland, and that defending is shocking, proving why Alvarez and Langley are our second choice centre-halves. I can't say I've been overly convinced from Alvarez. We signed him for £45 million, 3-star current ability. He's actually got worse, to be honest with you. His star rating now is potentially only 3-star, so he can't actually get any better than what he currently is. 24, 25 years of age. He might have only been with us a couple of months. I think he's a player I'm going to look to move on in the summer. Otavio on the ball here. Ball comes into the box. Højbjerg with the header. Devine with another clearance. Richarlison picks it up now. He goes into Kulusevski, driving at the Man City defence. Got a couple of players around him, but it's good play from Kulusevski. Finds Richarlison, who shoots, scores. Linesman keeps his flag down. It's a 22nd goal of the season for our number 19. The Brazilian's on the score sheet once again. He's been given another opportunity in this game, and he's on the score sheet once again. 33 minutes on the clock. It's Tottenham Hotspur 3, Manchester City 1. Again, great play from Kulusevski. Richarlison with the strike, finds the back of the net, and it's Tottenham Hotspur 3, Manchester City 1. Gundogan picks the ball up here, looking for that ball out wide again to Otavio, who has been their danger man so far. Good tackle though from Jed Spence, and he's driving forward now. It's a horrendous pass, but Kulusevski managed to pick a pocket. Nathan Ake, ball through into Richarlison. That's a big save from Ederson. Corner ball for us here, which Heung-min Son will take. Two hands come up, wasting a little bit of time. Ball comes into the box, looking deep towards the back post. Rodri heads away, only as far as Alfie Devine. Can he get a ball into the box? He's gone straight out for a goal kick. Free kick here for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva with a ball into the box, headed away by Perisic. Richarlison gets a bit more clearance on it. Ake goes all the way back here to Ederson. He has loads of time here to pick his pass. Finds Kyle Walker. Heavy touch. Driving into our midfield here. Good play from Kyle Walker. Ball through into Otavio. Jed Spencer switched off. Otavio with a cross, I think that is, towards Haaland. Good catch though from a Gurkhan. One of his strengths is coming and claiming for crosses. 38 minutes on the clock. A Gurkhan looking to send Son off. Devine picks it up here. Richarlison driving forward. Finds Kulusevski. Can he get a fourth? Yes, he can. It's only a 5th goal of the season here for Dejan Kulusevski, who's been riddled with injuries so far this season. But it's Tottenham Hotspur 4, Manchester City 1. We are all over them at the moment. Exactly the sort of result we need going into this second leg against Liverpool. Ederson can't quite keep it out, and 38 minutes on the clock. It's Tottenham Hotspur 4, Manchester City 1. As we approach half-time, it's been a fantastic first half from us. We have completely dominated this first half. We do need to get Kulusevski and Heung-min Son off the pitch though, so to do that, we're going to bring Pedro Goncalves on for Heung-min Son. Actually, and we'll also get Sergio Roberto on for Kulusevski, and then we'll put Jed Spence as the right winger. It's an interesting decision, but I think it's going to work. We might want to get Devine off maybe. I'm not really too sure. We'll leave it like that for now, as we are currently winning 4-1. John Stones has come on the pitch for Rodri to play as a DM. That's certainly an interesting decision from Pep Guardiola. As we approach the 70th minute mark, I'm going to look now to make some substitutions. We are going to get Richarlison off here for Victor Osimhen, give an opportunity to get on the score sheet, maybe before this game against Liverpool. Bissouma's also going to come on for Bentancur, and we might as well get Koop Miners on as well for Højbjerg at the same time, just to try and see the game out. 20 minutes to go, still 4-1. As we approach full time here, not a lot's really happened in this second half, not many highlights. There is the full-time whistle, a game with the team that I picked here that I certainly wasn't expecting to end in a 4-1 victory for Tottenham. Again though, if Liverpool do win their match, it does mean they are Premier League champions. We are still 5 points behind Liverpool. We've got 2 games to play. They've still got 3 games to play as well. I think against the bigger sides, we've actually done fairly well. It's against some of the smaller sides that we've not done too great against. We've actually, the board have set our initial budgets already, which I think is a little bit early, but Richarlison's 1 goal away from triggering a goal bonus. Bissouma's also 5 appearances away from triggering a 40 appearance bonus. We have now qualified for the Champions League as well next season, which is great to see. And our budgets for the next campaign are £71 million and a £3 million a week wage budget. 71 million initial. We've got a lot of players you were looking to sell. We could be talking maybe 300 million, 400 million to spend in the summer. I'm very excited for the summer, but our concentration now, after Richarlison's put in a goal and 2 assists in the last one, our concentration now is on this second leg against Liverpool. Away at Anfield, we've got a couple of days recovery, and then we're going to get into it. Let's do this. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for our Champions League semi-final second leg away at Anfield. We've got a 2-goal deficit to overturn. We line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation with us being 2 goals behind. I've also put the mentality on attacking as well. We've got a Gurkan in goal, a back four of Roberto, Romero, Ibanez and Sessegnon, Koop Miners and Basuma in the midfield, Kulusevski and Son on the wing, and then Alfie Devine has been given an opportunity to start over Pedro Goncalves, who's not had a great season, to be honest with you. Certainly hasn't had a good last couple of games. Devine has kind of dropped off slightly, but from what we expect from an 18-year-old, this is a sort of game where he can come up with that moment of magic, and obviously we've got Victor Osimhen leading the line. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Hopefully we are able to get into the Champions League final. I can't quite remember actually who we're going to be against. I know maybe Man City are in there. I'm not really too sure, but that's not something we need to worry about at this moment in time. What we need to worry about is that front three of Salah, Diaz and Nunes. Very, very tough. No Fabinho in there though for Liverpool. It is Thiago Henderson and Naby Keita. Fabinho is on the bench. Emerson Royale is also on the bench. I'm not too sure if that's allowed. How is he being allowed to play on the bench? Anyway, let's get into this game though against Liverpool. We'll have a look at their team with obviously the Champions League graphics and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be very hard. Liverpool have made 6 changes from their last game. They've got not really too much on the bench, to be honest with you. So maybe we go out and tell someone to crunch Salah inside the first couple of minutes. That'd be very nice, wouldn't it? Big opportunity for some of these players in today's game. The expectation at the start of the season was certainly not to win the Champions League, though. So if it's not something we're able to do, then I don't think it would be the end of the world. We are now underway. We could do with a goal inside the first couple of minutes here. If Liverpool score, though, that will certainly not be ideal, as Henderson's coming forward, shoots early on over the bar. 60 seconds on the clock. Still 0-0. Throw in here for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold finds Mo Salah. Back to Trent. He comes into the penalty area. He gets a shot off. It's blocked. And a save here from a Gurkan. We've not started too great. It has been mostly Liverpool in this first half an hour. We've had 2 shots, only registering a 0.07 XG. Not ideal. Keita picks the ball up here, spins away from Basuma, driving at our defence here. Can we bring Keita down? He's allowed to dribble all the way here. Gets a shot off. A big save though from a Gurkan. Really, really poor from our defence there. And we're approaching half-time. Again, not a lot's really happened, especially from our point of view. We needed a goal, especially in this first half. And Kanate scores his 9th goal this season. You would probably think now we are going to be out of the Champions League. It was a great win against Manchester City, but maybe this game against Liverpool is going to be too much for us to do in such a short period of time. I'm not really too sure what the purpose of this camera angle is. You can't see anything apart from Alisson's celebrations. Liverpool take the lead on the night. They make it 4-1 on aggregate. We could do with some of the goals from our last tie against RB Leipzig, I want to say, in today's game. It is half-time. It's Liverpool 1 at Tottenham now. We need 3 goals in this half. I'm going to thrash the arms. Maybe we go 3 at the back. Potentially we go 3 at the back and something crazy like that. Go with another striker on the pitch, potentially. We'll leave it 10 minutes maybe, and if nothing's happened in 10 minutes time, that's maybe when we look to make some changes. Alisson picks the ball up here for Liverpool, switches the play and looks out wide to Andy Robertson, keeps the ball on the pitch. He goes into Naby Keita. Can we get a tackle in here? Van Dijk now finds Henderson, who's got loads of space here to turn, driving at our defence again. Comes out wide here to Trent, ball inside here to Mo Salah, a bit of space for Salah, shoots off the near post. Again, we're just starting so sloppy in this game, so sloppy in the second half. We're going to put it on to very attacking. I don't think it'll change all too much. We'll now look to make a couple of changes as well, because what we've seen so far clearly isn't working. We're going to go to the back 3, I do believe. We're going to put Roberto here. Can I hold on, give me one moment. Here we are then, just the 3 changes and a change in formation. We've gone to a 3-2-5. Son and Osimhen up front. Sessegnon's on the left wing now. Pedro and Goncalves are also on the pitch, as well as Alvarez. We've got to change something up. Hopefully we are able to now start creating some things and hopefully come up with a goal, because what we've seen so far certainly isn't ideal. Let's get into the remainder of today's game and hopefully we can at least maybe score a goal, as Robertson picks the ball up here and he finds Henderson looking over the top for Luis Diaz. Roberto managed to deal with it. Poor header though from Romero. Nunes now picks the ball up, finds Jordan Henderson. He goes into Salah, into Diaz, into the back of the net. The shouts of offside. 57 minutes on the clock here. Liverpool may have doubled their lead on the night and potentially completely killed the momentum for us, any momentum that we did have. The goal has been disallowed though. Hopefully that's something now that can kick us on and try and get back into this game with an hour on the clock. Kanate with a free kick here for Liverpool. He finds Thiago. Good interception here from Heung-min Son, and he drives at the Liverpool defence. He finds Osimhen, brought down by Van Dijk. That's got to be a red card. No intent for the ball. The referee has pointed to the spot here, and we've got a chance to get back into this game. We're crowding around the referee. That should be a red card in my opinion. It's clearly a foul. It is going to be a penalty kick. VAR have confirmed. No red card though for Van Dijk. It's a chance here for Yves Bissouma to get us back into this game. Bissouma against Alisson. He steps up and he scores. I'm not really too sure what Alisson were doing there. Get that ball. There's just under half an hour left to go in today's game to try get back into it. Try get some goals. Bissouma converts that penalty. Not the most convincing of penalties. Not really too sure what Alisson is doing, but we've got a chance in today's game. And we're going to make our last couple of substitutions here. Sessegnon is looking very tired, so we are going to get Perisic on this left-hand side and tell him to play as an inside forward. We could also maybe get Richarlison on. I don't really want to bring Heung-min Son off, to be honest with you. I don't really want to go too attacking. We'll get Bentancur on for... Oh, but Bissouma and Coop Miners are both having good games here. I don't really know what to do for my last substitution because I don't really want to take Son off, but he's not exactly having a great game. You know, we're taking Son off. We'll get Richarlison on. We'll swap them two over as well. Hopefully, we can now score some goals from open play. Fabinho on the ball, on off the bench, gets his pocket picked by Richarlison. Alvarez now found himself very high up the pitch here. Good play from Alvarez there. Switches it into Perisic. He goes back to Ibanez. Oh, that's really poor from Ibanez, though, and he's giving it away. Salah looking into Darwin Núñez, and this is the opportunities that we are going to create for Liverpool with the formation that we're playing. A big save, though, from Gurkan. 20 minutes to go. We need 2 goals, and we need one of them in the next 10 minutes or so. Gurkan looks long there. Kanate wins the header. Thiago now finds Mo Salah. He goes into Darwin Núñez, tries to spin away. Thiago with a great ball into Henderson, rounds Gurkan, scores, and that is us out of the Champions League for this season. A valiant effort to get to the semi-final, but Henderson surely wraps up the tie. Liverpool will be going to the final once again. 72 minutes on the clock. It's 2-1 to Liverpool on the night, but it's 5-2 on aggregate. We've left ourselves too much of a mountain to climb. Sloppy defending. Maybe we could have got back into the game with that penalty from Bissouma. It doesn't look like it is going to be that way, and it looks like we are going to be crashing out of the Champions League in the semi-final. Goncalves picks the ball up here though and finds Victor Osimhen, driving at the Liverpool defence, looking over the top for João Pedro, headed back across goal. Richarlison can't get underneath it. Jota now. He goes... Oh, Richarlison wins the ball. Shoots. Oh, he's at the bar. Emerson Royale is on the pitch. How is this man allowed to play? How is Emerson Royale allowed to be on the pitch? He's literally a Tottenham Hotspur player. There's no mandatory future fee. It's only an optional future fee. Emerson Royale should not be allowed to be playing right now. Oh, that's a bad tackle from Osimhen. He somehow got away with it though. Pedro finds Coop Miners coming forward here. Back out wide to João Pedro. Ball into the box. Cleared away. Alvarez will pick it up here. 10 minutes left on the clock. It's now or never for us here. Romero finds Bissouma. Back to Alvarez. We just need to start sending balls long. Bissouma finds Goncalves. Gomez with some good defending there though, and Salah will drive at our defence. A tired Ibanez can't keep up with him. Núñez in on goal here, a chance to completely kill the tie, and he's put it wide. That's a big miss. Emerson Royale picks the ball up. He finds Fabinho looking for that ball over the top for Diogo Jota. Alvarez underneath it. Poor header though, only finds Thiago. Out wide here to Diogo Jota on their left hand side. He cuts into the penalty area. Ball comes into the box. Salah's at the back post. Do not give Salah space like that because he will score his 29th goal of the season. The same result in the last game. Looks like it's coming in the second leg as well. It's 3-1 on the night. It's 6-2 on aggregate, and once again we're proving that against the bigger sides we just don't quite have that quality at this moment in time. Next episode you will see a big summer transfer window, a big rebuild of the squad. Lots of players will be coming out, lots of players will be coming into the team as well, lots of signings, so make sure you do stay tuned for that because we are going to be coming out of the Champions League here. A very disappointing defeat. Again, we've put up a strong fight but we just started slow. You're never really going to go to Anfield and overturn a 2-goal lead on a Champions League night. It's just not something that you can really do, to be honest with you. Whilst we count down the final seconds in the Champions League for this campaign, Gurkan sends a ball forward there. Emerson Royale, of course, gets underneath it. A man who shouldn't even be allowed on the pitch. I've no idea how this man is allowed to play. Jota's coming forward with it here. Let's not let the game get embarrassing. Jota, ball comes into the box, finds Fabinho, shoots, finds a top corner. It's 7-2. Now we know how RB Leipzig felt. He celebrates in front of our fans. He's getting some stick from our fans as well, but it's going to end in defeat. Well, we're going to berate the players one last time. Very disappointing way to lose in the Champions League. A 4-1 defeat on the night, a 7-2 defeat on aggregate. I'm far from pleased with the result. I don't know how Liverpool got on though in their Premier League match. to see if they've actually won the Premier League or not. If we quickly advance through all this, Kulusevski again with another injury, out for another 2 months, certainly not ideal. We do get nearly £11 million though for being in the Champions League. If we have a look at the Premier League, Liverpool, did they lose their last game? I'm pretty sure Liverpool lost their last game. How do I check that? Liverpool, yeah, Liverpool lost against Leicester City, so the title is actually still on. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. Let me quickly play the next game. I'll play that off camera, and we'll come back to see if we actually got a chance of winning the Premier League. That's really surprising that Liverpool have lost away at Leicester. Leicester, who are currently in a relegation battle, need to win both of their games and hope Brighton lose both of their games to stay up. That's an interesting result from Liverpool. Maybe, though, they put all their eggs in one basket to try and win that game against us in the second Champions League semi-final leg. Let's get into this game, though. I'm not really too sure who it's against. I don't think it's against a team who are too good. Is it maybe against West Ham, I want to say? This is an interesting message here. Tottenham stars count cost of refund. Tottenham Hotspur's players are to personally refund supporters who bought tickets for the club for the 4-1 hammering at Liverpool on Tuesday. The maximum total payout to fans who bought tickets at Anfield would be over £120,000, Sporting Life understands. Wingback Sergio Roberto told the official club website that the players felt they had badly let down the travelling support and wanted to pay them back for their loyalty. Fair enough, certainly interesting. It's not really something you see all too often, and yeah, a bit interesting if some of the fans do accept that. I understand that some will obviously take the refund, but I presume a lot of them will turn that down, surely. Never mind, we don't even need to play this game against West Ham. Liverpool have been crowd champions. They've beaten Crystal Palace 5-1. We are going to finish as high as second in the table. We do still need to win our last couple of games, though, as Manchester United are only 2 points behind us, and they've also got a much better goal difference than us. We do play Liverpool on the final day. Has been confirmed that Liverpool have done the double. I don't know what other competition that they have won as well, but yeah, disappointing. But for the first season to not win the league and get to this stage where we were close to winning the league, I don't think it's the end of the world. Liverpool can finish on a maximum of 91 points. We can finish on a maximum of 86. To only fall short by winning the league by 5 points, I think with the summer transfer window that we're going to have ahead of us, certainly next season we could potentially be challenging for the title. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. The next one will be the big summer transfer window rebuild. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes. As I said at the start of today's video, that'd be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 400 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so, and it does massively help out. The board are delighted that we're able to challenge for the Premier League title 1 year ahead of schedule. Thank you for watching, though. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all very soon for another video. Peace.